Hey, welcome to the Red Sea. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit KoolAidMan100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy KoolAidMan100x. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Red Sea. What's going on? We're going to be jumping into the Ravens offensive playbook. We're going to be looking at a formation called Gun Doubles Weak Slot Weak. Now we're going to be explaining this play. I thought this was a kind of a unique play, the double post. What I like about this play, it actually has a great check down, which I thought was kind of cool. We're going to be jumping into the double post, which would be a pretty cool play to run. Anytime, don't matter. Now, what's cool about this play is that the X button actually has like an option drag. See what I'm saying? So now, if you pay attention to it, he either stops or go, right? In this instance, he's going, and in some instance, he might stop. See, in this instance, he was going to stop there. So when you're running this play here, I think I'll pick the run defense. When you're running this play here, now we have to identify the cool thing about this play is that we have to identify where is X, what he's going to do, right? So if he's in a congested spot, right, is he going to keep going or stop? Now, the reason why I say this is kind of dangerous because we don't have the option to choose it. So we have to rely on what he's going to do. So it makes it a little bit more understanding, but in a way, like, I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to stop or is he going to go? But we have to identify how the players ran because he's not our hot route player, right? Our two hot route players is going to be R1 and Circle. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is how I figured out how this play actually is ran correctly. So with no adjustments, we seeing Circle is going to do underneath, which is Kelsey. He's going to go underneath. But look, it's a zig route underneath a drag. So what makes this play unique is that he can't catch him in the coverage. Now, what makes it a little bit more unique is that a user is the only way this player can actually stop this play. It's going to have to be a user because if he's not paying attention to it, it doesn't matter how this player guards it. He's going to get open. Either way, if you have a good tight end or even a bad tight end, and identifying what's open, you see what happens. So now it comes down to like, okay, Kool-Aid, how do we not do this without adjustments? Now, what I'm understanding here is that the R1 route is like a wheel route. So now we have to identify how this wheel route is ran. So our first check now is going to be this wheel route. So there's a little bit of wheel route is kind of unique because a lot of people don't expect this route to come out the backfield. I don't know if Madden haven't fixed it or what, because for some reason these wheel routes in this game are just really beastly in a way. So now we have our player we can actually have a hot throw to. So now we actually got a depicting 1. So this is our 1. That could potentially be a 5. So now we have our 1. Now they're keying in on, our 1. So now they're sending pressure. So now we still have this player we can actually throw to automatically to get extra yards. So automatically we have our hot throw player. So now if we wait a little bit longer, keys in on Circle. So Circle opens up. Now they're keying on Circle. So this would brings X here. Bam. For a block. This opens that up. Now then you participate to throw the 2 routes. So now they're getting beat. So we want to pass lead down and it opens up. Now this is where it gets tricky. Now what I don't understand in shell coverage, this is where it gets interesting to me. This is how Madden makes their money. This is where you think, oh, I'm not good on offense. That's not the case. And it took me a while to identify how Madden makes their money, and this is how users understand. If I have a quarterback with all these abilities, right? It don't matter if you play MUT or whatever, all these abilities. Why in the world? This is where I don't understand in this game. I'm throwing a route here. I'm pass leading down. Why is it's so much air under the ball? This is where I don't understand. It automatically makes a play for the defender, which is kind of confusing to me. If I'm already throwing, the ball is gone here. At this instance, I can make a play. I didn't switch to him. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The ball's still in the air. See? It's like it's going to the defender. And I never understood this until I really had to sit here in the lab and identify this. Now, when you look at it from the defender's perspective, pay attention to the ball. Like, this is where I think they have it here, L1. There we go. Now you can actually see a little bit more clear. So, pay attention. Who am I actually throwing the ball to? Do that make any sense? Or is this Madden actually controlling the way you play? Because this is interesting to me when I actually dug into this a little bit more. And this is where I came to the conclusion, I probably won't ever throw a deep ball or a post route ever again in Madden, because there's no way it feel like the ball has been in the air this long to where it feel like you're throwing directly to the defender. Now, y'all can say like, oh, that was a bad throw, Kool-Aid, but it's not making any sense to where like the ball is actually being portrayed to go to the defender. Now, I believe in this instance, like, let's say the ball is actually cutting underneath, because let's say the distance. Now, when we're throwing this ball here, I might come out with a video for this though. Now, he makes a play on that. Now, that's a regular pick. Like, I can see that being a regular pick. But here, as a defender, it's look at it as a defender perspective, right? You look at it as a defender perspective here. You clear the ball. When you come closer, don't it look like he's automatically throwing it to the defender? When you look at it from the receiver perspective, it looks like it's coming to him. But when you look at it for the defender here, why I feel like it's going straight to the defender? Then it comes down to you making all these 1,000 adjustments to make it work. And when you throw the post here, see how they can just jump. So my theory, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of, funny to me, but and this is where I came up with the 5-to-1 theory. And I'm like, okay, skip it out. I'm just going to throw, low. So, and this is what opens up this play, which is going to be R1, circle, and X. So what makes this play work is that he actually follows the wheel route, and the circle route opens up between the two hot routes, which is going to be R1 and circle. And to make this play work, you will have to look for circle automatically and get the yak yards. It's really not that hard to run this play. And once again, with no adjustments, no adjustments. People want to custom extend. When I figured that out, I said, I don't have to do anything. I just play the game. You see, in this instance here, play the game. I'm throwing a circle. Now, this is where Madden actually makes their money, because you think this route has been open all this time, right? I break underneath. There's no identifying way he jumped this key. Now, I'm already 5 yards. And this is where I believe from the cornerback perspective. Once again, look at the defender. Look at the defender. It's like it's going straight to the defender. Let's clear it up. Clear it up here. It's looking like it's going straight to the defender. See what I'm saying? Now, what's interesting about this is that this is a short throw, right? So what if and this is where the trajectory goes into play. And I play on classic. So let's pay attention. Pass lead down. You see his animation changes. See what I'm saying? So, it comes down to where you throw in the instance where you throw, stuff like that. So practice becomes a little bit more heavy there. So you have to identify how you throw. So I hope this play action. I hope y'all like this play. Enjoy it. All that stuff. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.